Yeah, we're at a Bloomberg headquarters. There's about 100 supporters and volunteers here watching very carefully. And as you mentioned, there was that initial onslaught where the moderators really tried to set up Bloomberg versus Senator Bernie Sanders. And I would argue that Bloomberg survived that initial onslaught where people kind of touched on all the controversial topics that he's been facing, including stop and frisk and decades-old sexual harassment allegations against women, which he denies. And he responded pretty directly by saying he did not believe Senator Bernie Sanders could beat Donald Trump, and then moved on to attacking President Trump, kind of dismissing all of these topics. Then he went away for a little bit while as all the candidates kind of attacked one another and left him out of it. But when they came back in detail, that's where he got a little bit stumbly and this crowd got a little bit nervous. The charge was led by Senator Elizabeth Warren, who really pinned down Mayor Bloomberg on the issue of him not allowing women who have sued his companies over the years on sexual harassment claims from being released from their non-disclosure agreements, and then everyone dogpiled on from there. She also called his apology on stop and frisk and harm to communities of color insincere. He repeated Bloomberg did the apology. We've heard from him numerous times, and when talking about women, touted his efforts to hire, promote, and pay fairly women. Take a listen to what his supporters told us just before the debate got going about their hopes and why they are so invested in the Bloomberg campaign.
He's got the answers for the hard questions he's going to be asked, and I think he's going to do a really good job answering them and do it in a calm manner. I don't think he's going to attack anybody. So he's poised, people are going to see something really great in him.
I'm proud of what I see he's implemented to correct those wrongs. Sometimes you make mistakes, but it's how you learn from them. And I feel like he's showcasing that he's learned from them and he's implementing those things to make those changes.
I've been watching a lot of debate, and for what I've been hearing and seeing, and I think the Democratic Party, the only hope they have is Mike Bloomberg, because no other candidates that I've seen now can beat Donald Trump but Bloomberg.
What we are seeing from Bloomberg is somewhat similar from what we saw from Joe Biden when he was considered the front runner early on in the debates, where he kind of laid back and pushed back against his opponents by going over them and attacking President Trump. But he wasn't afraid to throw those sharp elbows back. There was a particular exchange with the former vice president on the issue of Obamacare, where he cited specific information about his support of Obamacare that clearly memorized before the debate. But when Elizabeth Warren's been going after him in detail on the issues of women and stop and frisk, that's what he's been struggling a little bit tonight. Live in Brooklyn, Henry Rossoff, Pix 11 News.